Assalamualaikum everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm gonna teach you how you can sort a list by using quick sort algorithm. So first of all you have to select a pivot and it will be the first element of the list. Now we will give I variable to the element next to the pivot and give j variable to the rightmost element. Now we have to do two types of scans. The first one is left to right scan and the other one is right to left scan. We will again write the list and again we will mark the first element as the pivot of the list. Now in the left to right scan we will skip over all the elements that are smaller than the pivot and select the element which is greater than the pivot and mark it with I. Similarly, in the right to left scan, we will skip over the elements that are greater than the pivot and mark the element which is smaller than the pivot with J. Now we will exchange the positions of 9 and 4. Now we will do left to right scan. As you can see, 3 is smaller, 1 is smaller, 4 is smaller, but 8 is larger than the pivot. And in the right to left scan you can see 2 is smaller than the pivot, so we will declare them with I and j variables respectively. And after that, as you can see, both I and j are adjacent to each other, so first of all we will just swap their positions, and after that first we will write the variables in their positions. I will be declared to 2 and j will be declared to 8, but in the next step we will exchange the positions of variables only. So we will declare 2 to we will declare j to 2 and I to 8. So in this step we will simply declare j to 2 and I to 8. And now there's an important step. We will exchange the position of 2 and 5. The variable, the number which has the variable j and the number which is the pivot, we will exchange their positions. As soon as the position of the pivot is changed, the list is divided into two portions. So 5 is sorted and its position is fixed. Now you can see that now there are two lists. One is on the left side and one is on the right side. First of all we will solve the left side. So we will again repeat the steps which we used to sort the larger list, but now we will only apply all those steps to the left side of this list. So we will just here write the left side of the list. This list will also have its own pivot, and you know the first element is declared the pivot, so we will encircle it so that we know that it is the pivot. The element next to the pivot will be declared I and the last element of the list will be declared j. And now we will do left to right scan and right to left scans just like we did before, but this time on the smaller list. Now we will simply exchange the pivot element with the number which was given j variable, and so the pivot, as soon as the pivot is given uh, its position is fixed, and the list is divided again into two portions. One is the left side and other is the right side. First of all, we will solve the left side like we did before. The first one will be sorted, and we will simply write 1, and it declares that 1 is sorted. Now we will perform the same operations on the right hand side of the list, and 3 will be the pivot, and here 4 will be given both the variables I as well as j. As 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 are sorted, and now we will start sorting the right side of the list, and we will perform the same steps which we performed earlier, but this time on the shorter list. So now the list is sorted. You can see that all the elements are now in ascending order. So I hope you like this video.